Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to you wherever and whenever you may be. I'm your host, Grookey King. Welcome back to another video, and guys, we have got a lot to unpack. But first, be sure to give a like and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. And you can also follow me on Instagram to see what I'm up to between videos. If you've been following the Pokemon Journeys anime, you're probably aware that a new opening sequence just dropped in Japan, and guys, it's awesome. There are a few things in the opening that I'd like to go over, and a couple of theories that I have for what's coming next in the anime. Let me know what you think and what hopes and speculations you have for the Pokemon Journeys anime in the comments down below. First, I'd like to talk about this shot with all of Ash's special items. He's got the Z-Ring from his Alola adventures with the Z-Crystal specifically for Pikachu's 10,000 volt Thunderbolt move. Then he's got his Dynamax band, and up to this point in the series we know that both his Pikachu and his Gengar have the ability to Gigantamax. And then we finally see his Keystone embedded in his signature gloves. As we know, his Lucario can now Mega Evolve, and this is definitely a triple threat, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how he utilizes all of these items. In the next shot we see his full team consisting of Dragonite, Gengar, Lucario, Sirfetch'd, Dracovish, and of course Pikachu, looking like they're ready for a battle. And then we see a clips of Gigantamax Gengar, Mega Lucario, and Pikachu using the 10,000 volt Thunderbolt Z move. Also, Ash has his hat turned around, so you know that it's about to get real, and I'm excited to see where this goes as we follow his journey to the Masters 8 in the PWC. Then I'd like to focus a little bit on this clip with Go and his Cinderace, Inteleon, and Grookey looking determined, and I believe that this kind of shows that he has more determination to go after his goal in catching every kind of Pokemon leading up to Mew. I'm also kind of excited to see more about his journey into Project Mew. And speaking of Project Mew, this clip seems to showcase some kind of trial that Go will have, hinting that he and the other Project Mew chasers will face off against all of the Reggies, including the two newer Reggies released in the Sword and Shield games. We also see the return of Gary Oak, Iris, the Alola gang, including Lily and Gladion, and Dawn. Well, we know that Gary is participating in the Project Mew trials, the same as Go, and we've already seen him a few times in the series up to this point, so I'm excited to see more of Gary and what his interactions will be with Go and Ash and the Project Mew. And as much as Iris annoys me, I was pleasantly surprised with her first return to the series earlier when she battled Ash as part of the PWC, and it was announced that she was the current champion of Unova. Although we still had to endure her famous catchphrase, "You're a kid!" The Alola gang returning is no surprise to me. We already got an episode dedicated to Sophocles, and he mentioned to Go that Kiawe was also looking forward to their next battle. I am, however, wondering why Lily and Gladion are with the rest of the Alola gang, and I've seen a lot of fans speculate that they already found their father and they returned home to Alola, or that we will get an episode dedicated to Ash and Go helping them find their missing father, so I'm excited to see what's next with the Alola gang as well. Then we see Dawn meeting up with Ash, Go, and Chloe in what I imagine is Snow Point City in the Sinnoh region. This is pretty cool because Dawn hasn't returned just once, twice, but 3 times in the series if you include the Legends Arceus special, and I'm excited to see more of Dawn and her interactions with Chloe, seeing that they have become pretty good friends at this point. We also see siblings Clement and Bonnie making their first appearance in the Pokemon Journeys series. It's been a while since we've seen them too, and I'm excited that we get to see more of Kalos. And speaking of Kalos, we are also shown the return of Ash's Greninja, and this caused an uproar amongst the fans of the series. This also suggests that we'll probably see the return of the Bond phenomenon as well, perhaps in a PWC match. I'm thinking maybe a match against Karina. We also get to see the introduction of Lysia to the series along with the return of Wallace, and many are thinking that we'll see another Wallace Cup, which I think is very possible considering this next clip. We see Chloe and her Eevee in contest attire. Not only that, but fans of the video games will recognize that Chloe is dressed in the contest outfit that May wears in the Oraz games, And Eevee is also shown to be wearing the exact same pin accessory that Serena's Eevee wore in the Pokemon showcases back in Kalos, but I'll go more into this later. And the last clip I want to bring up is this, the return of Ash's Sinnoh rival, Paul. We have not seen Paul since the Sinnoh League, and back then Cynthia made a comment about how Ash and Paul would likely face off against each other someday in the Champions League, so I'm thinking that we'll see Paul in the Masters 8, and he and Ash will get to battle each other again, and that will be pretty epic, so I'm excited to see what's in store for Paul. Now that I listed my Paul theory, I'd like to bring up my theory regarding Iris. We got to see her battle with Ash in the Great class a while back, and since we've learned that she's now the champion of Unova, I can't imagine that she wouldn't make her way up to the Ultra class or even the Masters 8. I can definitely see another battle between Iris and Ash happening very soon. Now to my final theory about Chloe and Eevee. It's actually two theories. We know that up until this point, Chloe and Eevee have met every evolution and their trainers except for Sylveon. My first theory is that Dawn will invite Chloe to compete in the Wallace Cup, where she will meet Lysia, and I think that Lysia will have a Sylveon as her partner, along with, her signature Altaria, and that they'll provide some sort of introduction to Pokemon contests for Chloe and Eevee, and then Chloe will end up entering the Wallace Cup along with Dawn. But my next theory is that since Chloe is wearing May's Oraz outfit and Eevee's pin is the same one that Serena's Eevee wore, this is more or less a hint to the return of both May and Serena. As we know, May is a Pokemon coordinator, and Serena left for Hoenn to gain more experience by trying out the contests. And I think that this could be a hint towards not only Chloe and Dawn entering the Wallace Cup, but also May and Serena as well. So we'll see 4 of the main Pokegirls facing off against each other in the Wallace Cup. I'm also sad that we haven't seen Misty and Brock return, aside from Brock's brief mentions in the episodes earlier, and maybe his appearance in the Legends Arceus special if you count that as part of the series. But perhaps we'll see them both return soon, who knows? Anyway, thanks for watching, let me know what your theories are, and what you're excited for in the upcoming episodes of Pokemon Journeys, and we'll see you next time.